Welcome to the last frontier, Alaska, a land of superlatives, mystery, and breathtaking beauty. Most people know Alaska is big and cold, but today we're diving deep into 5 incredible facts about America's largest state that will completely change how you see this magnificent wilderness. From geological wonders to wildlife spectacles, from extreme weather to surprising statistics, Alaska is a place that defies expectations at every turn. So buckle up as we explore what makes Alaska truly one of the most remarkable places on Earth. Let's get started. Fact number 1. Alaska is absurdly massive. When we say Alaska is the largest U.S. state, most people nod and move on. But let me put this in perspective for you. Alaska covers 665,384 square miles. That's more than 424 million acres of land. But numbers don't always tell the story, so let's compare. If you could pick up Alaska and drop it on top of the continental United States, it would stretch from the Atlantic Ocean nearly to the Pacific, covering almost half of the lower 48 states. The state has more coastline than all other U.S. states combined, over 34,000 miles of shoreline. To put that in perspective, that's longer than the circumference of the Earth at the equator. And here's something most people don't realize. Alaska is so large that it spans 4 time zones, though the state officially only uses 2 to make life easier for residents. Fact number 2. More than half of the world's glaciers. Alaska contains approximately 100,000 glaciers, which is more than half of all the glaciers in the entire world. These aren't small patches of ice, either. Alaska's glaciers cover about 5% of the state's total land area. That's roughly 29,000 square miles of ice. To put it another way, Alaska has more glacial ice than all the rest of the inhabited world combined. Some of these glaciers are absolutely enormous. The Bering Glacier is the largest glacier in North America, stretching 126 miles long and covering an area larger than the state of Rhode Island. The Malaspina Glacier is bigger than the entire country of Luxembourg. But size isn't the only impressive thing about Alaska's glaciers. These massive rivers of ice have been carving the landscape for millions of years, creating some of the most dramatic scenery on the planet. They've formed deep fjords, U-shaped valleys, and towering mountains. And they're incredibly dynamic. Glaciers like the Hubbard Glacier are still actively advancing, while many others are retreating due to climate change. When chunks of ice break off, a process called calving, they can create waves big enough to capsize boats and sounds like thunder echoing through the valleys. Perhaps most magical of all, Alaska's glaciers glow with an otherworldly blue light. This happens because the ice is so dense that it absorbs every color of the spectrum except blue, which it reflects back to our eyes. These frozen giants are not just beautiful, they're vital sources of fresh water and crucial indicators of our planet's climate health. Fact number 3. The Northern Lights Spectacular. Alaska is one of the best places on Earth to witness the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and they appear an astounding 243 days per year in some locations. The city of Fairbanks, located right under the Aurora Oval, is considered one of the top 3 destinations in the world for viewing this natural phenomenon. During peak season from late September through late March, you can see the lights on clear nights with remarkable consistency. But what makes Alaska so special for aurora viewing? It's all about location, location, location. Alaska sits at the perfect latitude, between 65 and 70 degrees north, right in the zone where the aurora is most active and visible. The state also benefits from long winter nights, with some areas experiencing up to 20 hours of darkness in December, giving the lights plenty of time to put on their show. The northern lights occur when charged particles from the sun collide with gases in Earth's atmosphere. In Alaska, you'll see ribbons, curtains, and waves of green light dancing across the sky, the most common color. But you might also witness rare displays of pink, red, purple, blue, or yellow auroras, depending on which atmospheric gases are being excited and at what altitude. Indigenous Alaskan peoples have their own interpretations of the aurora. Some believed they were spirits of their ancestors, while others saw them as spirits of animals like salmon, seals, or whales. The Inuit people traditionally believed that the lights were spirits playing a game with a walrus skull as a ball. Modern visitors travel from around the world to witness this celestial dance, and Alaska's remote locations offer some of the darkest skies and most spectacular views on the planet. Fact number 4. Wildlife Kingdom, bears outnumber people in some areas. Alaska is home to wildlife populations that dwarf those found anywhere else in North America, and in some regions, bears actually outnumber people. Let's start with bears. Alaska has an estimated 30,000 brown bears, including grizzlies, and 100,000 black bears. On Admiralty Island in southeast Alaska, brown bears outnumber humans by about 3 to 1. That's roughly 1 bear per square mile on an island that's home to fewer than 700 people. But bears are just the beginning. Alaska hosts the largest population of bald eagles in the United States, over 30,000 birds. In the fall, the Chilkat River near Haines becomes home to the world's largest gathering of bald eagles, with up to 4,000 eagles congregating to feast on spawning salmon. The state is also home to the western Arctic caribou herd, one of the largest land mammal migrations on Earth, with over 200,000 animals traveling up to 3,000 miles annually. Alaska's waters are equally impressive. All 5 species of Pacific salmon spawn in Alaska's rivers. The state's waters host populations of orcas, humpback whales, gray whales, and bowhead whales. Every spring and fall, thousands of whales migrate through Alaska's coastal waters. Moose are so common in Alaska that vehicle collisions with them are a serious safety concern. There are over 175,000 moose in the state, and an adult moose can weigh up to 1,500 pounds. And let's not forget that Alaska is one of only 2 states in the US where you can find wild populations of musk oxen and is the only state with significant populations of polar bears. For wildlife enthusiasts, Alaska is quite literally the ultimate destination, a place where nature still reigns supreme. Fact number 5. Extreme geography, highest peak and unique island chain. The state is home to North America's highest peak and a chain of islands that stretches so far west that part of Alaska is actually in the eastern hemisphere. Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, towers at 20,310 feet, making it the tallest mountain in North America. But what's truly remarkable is its sheer rise from base to summit. While Mount Everest sits on the Tibetan Plateau at high elevation, Denali rises from near sea level, giving it one of the largest vertical reliefs on Earth at about 18,000 feet. This makes it arguably more visually impressive than even Everest when viewed from below. Climbing Denali is no joke. It has one of the highest fatality rates of any major peak, with extreme cold, hurricane-force winds, and rapidly changing weather. The summit temperature can drop to -75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the air is so thin that climbers experience altitude sickness comparable to being at 23,000 feet in the Himalayas due to its northern latitude. Now, for the geography brainbender, the Aleutian Islands stretch 1,200 miles westward from the Alaska Peninsula. These volcanic islands arc so far west that they actually cross the 180th meridian, the international dateline. This means that some Aleutian Islands are technically in the eastern hemisphere, making Alaska the easternmost, westernmost, and northernmost state in the US. The Aleutians are also part of the Ring of Fire, with over 40 active volcanoes. These remote islands have shaped military history, wildlife patterns, and continue to fascinate geologists and adventurers alike. From its mind-boggling size to its glacial wonderland, from dancing northern lights to thriving wildlife, and from the roof of North America to islands at the edge of the world, Alaska truly is a land of extremes and superlatives. These 5 facts only scratch the surface of what makes Alaska extraordinary. The Last Frontier continues to inspire, challenge, and amaze everyone who explores its vast wilderness. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these facts about Alaska, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating content about the world's most incredible places. Until next time, stay curious.